They might be planning the move that could completely reshape the defense. And that's not even all of it. There's a legendary veteran being linked to the roster, a massive rookie contract just signed that has fans buzzing, and a bombshell that could blow up any shot at a deal if the front office doesn't play it smart. You'll want every detail because every single one matters. I'll say this: if Chargers fans are feeling their hearts race today, it's because something big is coming. So hit that like button, get comfortable, and let's jump straight into the news. Can you imagine the Chargers secondary becoming the most feared in the entire NFL? That's not an exaggeration. We're talking about the potential arrival of a true coverage monster, Jair Alexander. And yes, his name is gaining serious traction behind the scenes. The Green Bay Packers are reportedly open to moving on from their star cornerback. And guess which team has been labeled the perfect fit? That's right, the Los Angeles Chargers. This came straight from ESPN, where Matt Bowen said the Bolts would be the ideal landing spot for Alexander. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. Even after signing Dante Jackson and Benjamin St. Just, this secondary still leaves fans a bit uneasy. Let's be real, St. Just was practically pushed out by Commanders fans. He's not the answer. Now picture adding Alexander next to Tarheeb Still, Cam Hart, Derwin James. We're talking lockdown-level dominance, Pro Bowl-level firepower. And here's the kicker: Alexander's contract is exactly the kind of bold gamble the Chargers are built to make right now. With over $51 million in cap hits over the next 2 years, many teams would back off. But the Chargers? They're flexible. Extend Rashawn Slater and free up space. That's a calculated move, not a cap trap. Sure, there's risk. Alexander has missed time, only 14 games played over the last 2 seasons. But even while managing injuries, he was still a top-tier performer. And when healthy, he's elite. Fans are already comparing him to Casey Hayward Jr., who left the Packers and had an incredible run in LA. Could lightning strike twice? The fan base is buzzing. Some are thrilled at the thought. Others are more cautious. But here's the real question. When you have the chance to grab a proven elite corner who could transform your defense overnight, do you hesitate? And while we're all hyped about that, just wait, because what's coming next could set fire to this defense in a whole new way. Some names just make your heart race. And when you hear Von Miller in the same sentence as Chargers, you know something's cooking. The 2-time Super Bowl champ is currently a free agent, and even though his age might show on paper, his presence on the field still turns heads. Now rumors are swirling that Los Angeles might be his next and final destination. So why now? Why Von Miller? Simple. Joey Bosa is gone. With that hole in the edge rusher rotation, the Chargers still have Bud Dupree, Tuli Tuipulotu, and of course, Khalil Mack. But let's be honest, in today's AFC, good enough isn't actually enough. You need depth, leadership, and clutch playmakers. Miller brings all of that. He might not be the every-down monster he once was, but in 2024, even with limited snaps in Buffalo, he managed 6 sacks and 32 pressures. That's in just 279 snaps. Put him in a smart rotation alongside Mack, that's a nightmare for any offensive line. According to Anthony Palacios from Last Word on Sports, the Chargers are already being predicted as the team to finally take Miller off the market. And it adds up. LA has cap space. Miller has something to prove. Harbaugh wants an old-school, hard-nosed defense. It all fits. Of course, there are concerns. Can Miller handle a reduced role? Can his body hold up? No one expects 17 games at full speed. What you want is that key third down, that must-have stop in the fourth quarter. And that's exactly where Von shines. Fans are split. Some are already chanting Von Mack like it's a WWE tag team. Others worry it's more PR than production. But one thing is clear, having Miller in a Chargers jersey would bring a whole new level of respect to this defense. Maybe, just maybe, that spark is exactly what we've been missing. But hold on to that thought, because next up we've got a brand new contract, a rising rookie, and a future backfield weapon that could explode into stardom sooner than you think. Few things warm a fan's heart like seeing a new talent officially join the team. And today, it's official. Omarion Hampton has signed his rookie contract with the Chargers. 4 years, $17, $77 million. And a clear message from the front office. We believe in this guy. Now, sure, first-round rookie deals aren't usually dramatic, but this one matters. Hampton isn't just another backfield piece. He's got the build, the vision, and the mindset to be a future leader in this offense. He's not just a runner, he's a long-term weapon, with a signing bonus of $9. $56 million, the Chargers aren't just betting on potential, they're investing in immediate impact. And Jim Harbaugh knows what he's doing. The plan is to pair Hampton with Najee Harris and create a two-headed monster in the backfield. Misdirection, power, speed. It's going to be chaos for opposing defenses. And let's not forget the fifth-year option. Built into every first-round deal, it gives the Chargers a strategic advantage. If Hampton lives up to expectations or exceeds them, LA can lock him in without the drama of renegotiation. The fans? They're all in. From training camp footage to highlight reels, Hampton's burst, field vision, and toughness are already lighting up Chargers Twitter. The buzz is real. And more than just talent, what stands out is his maturity. The kid runs like a veteran and carries himself like a leader. If all goes to plan, 2026 might be his breakout season. Once Harris takes a back seat, Hampton is projected to take full control of the backfield. Until then, he's going to build momentum, earn trust, and carve out his legacy. And that process starts now with us cheering him on every yard of the way. And speaking of tension, what comes next is a trade rumor turned potential disaster, and it's one the Chargers need to dodge at all costs. Not every player on the market is worth the risk, and that's something the Chargers must keep top of mind. Trey Hendrickson's name is heating up, and for a while, Louisiana seemed like a potential fit. But let's pump the brakes, because this might be a storm not worth walking into. Here's the situation. Hendrickson wants a new deal from the Bengals. They reportedly offered him $28 million per year, already a significant raise. But he turned it down. Why? He wants to be in the same pay tier as Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, and TJ Watt, guys pulling in $35 to $40 million annually. And here's where it gets messy. As good as Hendrickson is, 33 sacks in the last 2 seasons is no joke. He's not at that level. He's great, but he's not elite of the elite. The risk of committing that kind of money to a pass rusher who's likely peaked is huge, and for the Chargers, the price tag just doesn't make sense. Let's be real, the edge rotation isn't even the problem right now. They've got Khalil Mack back. They just drafted Kyle Kennard. They added Bud Dupree. Depth is solid. Sure, Hendrickson would be a nice piece, but not at $35 million per year. Fans are already taking sides online. Some say go all in, he's a sack machine after all. Others are waving red flags, saying, don't let this blow up our cap. And they're right to be cautious. Hendrickson's contract demands aren't just high, they're unreasonable given where he is in his career. GM Joe Hortiz is no fool. He's aggressive, but he's also strategic. If the deal made sense, he'd be all over it. But now, the math just doesn't add up. So ask yourself, should the Chargers really gamble cap space and roster balance on a player chasing superstar money? Or is it smarter to walk away and wait for a better opportunity? Either way, one thing's for sure. This offseason is just getting started. And if these 4 storylines are any indication, 2025 is going to be anything but predictable. Bolts up.